Okay, welcome to in a brand new module in this AI for software engineering class. In this module, we're going to be learning data. We're going to learn backend and database orchestration. Backend and database orchestration. And the first thing we're going to talk about, let's talk about backend. When we say backend of an application, for example, so you visit an application like this. I'm going to use this project that we are currently working on as an example. So you visit an application like this, right? Um, this is the front end. The front end is currently loading. Of course, this is the other development as at the time of recording this class. Yeah, so you visit an application like this, or a web application like this, and you are interacting with the front end. You want to book a top package, you click on the top package, you want to do anything, and then you click on a service like flights. You click on an application, you click on the front end like this. It pops out the results or what have you. What you are currently interacting with is the front end. So you don't know what is going on in the back end. So um, what you are seeing here is the front end, okay? Yes. Now, there is something behind it. Now, this is the front end UI, if you like. There is also the back end UI, that is the user interface. So if I go to admin of this platform, /admin of this platform, I am trying to access the back end. Now, what I'm trying to access is what you can call the back-end UI. That is back-end user interface. All right. Is the back-end. So this is the back-end user interface. It shows an entire dashboard. It shows, let me pick hotel for instance, sorry. Let me pick hotel for instance, or restaurant for instance. Let's pick restaurant for instance. No, let's pick restaurant. Let's pick restaurant for instance. And I go to platform settings for instance. So I go to platform settings. And what you will see here is API credentials and activation for each of these platform that is partnered with this application. You can see Chowdeck, you can see Glovo, you can see Jumia Food. Everything here that is happening is a back-end operation. So you are currently live at the back-end operation of this application. But you see this back-end, right? It's also powered by another back-end that is not logically visible to your eyes. It's powered by what we call either an API or a database. So all of this data images that you see on the front end is stored in the database. So there is the back end UI and there is the database. Okay. Now there is the back end UI. There is the back end no UI, if you like. The no UI part is where you can talk about the database, the API credentials that is either stored on Postman, etc., or stored inside your application. And the focus for this class, for this particular week, will be talking about the database. We'll be talking about the database orchestration, a key part of the back end services, if you like. So the application I just previewed to you, if I take you a little step further, you'll be able to see that application is operating on local machine. Because it's operating on local machine, I'm using uh, Laragon. I'm using Laragon to act as a live server, and I will explain all of that. So, okay, so you can see. Let's see this one. Yes, you can see the tables. You can see all the data that have been stored, courses, enrollment, okay, uh, different type hotels, different type. Uh, Migration is for data tables, products, etc., testimonials, wish list vendors, everything. Okay, so that is uh, what I will call the introduction to backend orchestration and backend and database orchestration. When we return in the next video, we'll talk about what is database, and then we'll go on to database types.